First sign, an early indication of potential chronic stress, or that it has already begun developing, though you haven't yet noticed, is the appearance of smelly sweat. Let me explain. Smelly sweat is the work of apocrine glands. Apocrine glands are located in the groin area, on the back, and in the armpits. Moisture appears there, and microbes develop that create an odor. Initially, it's a stale smell, and then a mass of unpleasant odors. Second sign is the exacerbation of chronic diseases. Excessive sweating appears as a result of exacerbation of chronic diseases. Let me list them. These are tuberculosis exacerbation, diabetes, thyroid disorders. These are the most important clinical symptoms associated with sweating. Next sign, when a person regularly performs enormous physical exertion on an empty stomach. That is, working on an empty stomach. When I have a lot of work ahead, like today, I wake up at 6 a.m. Of course, I wash up and get everything in order. And I say, today I have a huge amount of work. This means I must eat very thoroughly. I get up at 6 a.m. Until 7:30. I clean everything around me and put everything in order. At 7:30, I eat very heartily. Very heartily. I eat, as the English say, breakfast eat yourself. Why? Because a whole day of work lies ahead. I need to have many nutrients in my body, lots of glucose in the blood, so that this glucose reaches my brain and all my muscles. Because sitting is the work of tonic muscles. And tonic muscle work requires a lot of energy. So remember, never work on an empty stomach. If you do this regularly, sending a child to school hungry, sending your husband to work hungry, and you supposedly, for the sake of having a good figure, don't eat in the morning and work all day on an empty stomach. No, you are already creating a base for the emergence of chronic diseases. Next sign is one of the early signs of kidney failure. Please write this down, it might be useful to you. They come in combination: reduction in urine volume, appearance of urine odor in sweat, and urine odor when we exhale. Do you understand? Other body systems take on the responsibilities of the kidneys to make their work easier. About this, not a single one of the clinicians I've listened to has spoken. Remember, it may be useful to us in the future. And the last. Sweating is a mechanism for maintaining normal body temperature. When thermoregulation is disturbed, our sweating changes. So the last sign that something is wrong with the body is a change in sweating with changes in ambient temperature. What does this mean? It means very hot weather, but you're not sweating. Why? Your thermoregulation is impaired. This thermoregulation disorder begins with feeling thirsty and lacking sweat. Remember, this is a very serious sign. I'll repeat. I didn't tell you this for nothing. There are 5 sensations that fall under the concept that we're in danger at a basic level, that this undermines the foundations of individual and species survival. So, the absence of sweating and high temperatures indicates that your thermoregulation is impaired. What accompanies this? A feeling of thirst. Moreover, you should have dry, rough skin, but you should also feel thirsty. Then you can say with certainty, yes, my thermoregulation is impaired. And then you need to see a doctor immediately, because this is a very serious symptom. Да, у меня нарушена терморегуляция. И тогда немедленно надо обращаться к врачу, потому что это очень серьезный симптом.